Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt a pang of envy? That sudden sharp feeling when you see your friends living their best lives, and you can't help but compare your own situation to theirs. Your friends are jet-setting to exotic islands, sporting designer clothes, and living it up in ways that seem almost unattainable. They're dining at fancy restaurants, enjoying gourmet meals that look like they belong in a magazine. Meanwhile, you're stuck with your budget and a rumbling stomach. We've all been there, feeling like we're missing out on the finer things in life. That, my friends, is financial FOMO, fear of missing out. It's that nagging feeling that everyone else is having more fun, living better lives, and you're just not. It can make you feel like you're constantly playing catch-up, always one step behind. And then you start to feel not just like you're missing out on fun, but you start to also feel inadequate and pressured to keep up with a lifestyle you can't afford. Let's not even start with the stress and anxiety that comes with trying to match the seemingly perfect lives of others. Before you know it, you're spending money you didn't plan on spending. We've all been there, right? But here's the thing, just because your friends are doing it doesn't mean you should be. So let's break this down. How do you resist the urge to keep up with your friends' spending? Well, watch this video to the end to find out how, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. First up, you have to tackle this issue from the root. Deal with FOMO, that nagging voice in your head that whispers, if you don't spend money on this right now, you'll regret it forever. It's that feeling of missing out on something amazing that everyone else seems to be enjoying. It can make you feel like you're the only one not living life to the fullest. It's the reason you buy concert tickets you can't really afford, even though you know it will strain your budget. You convince yourself that this experience is worth the financial stress just to be part of the moment, or order that expensive dessert when you're already full. You think, everyone else is indulging, why shouldn't I? The key is to shift your focus from what others are doing to what you genuinely want for yourself. Next, let's talk about what I call the highlight reel. You know what I'm talking about. Social media, people only post the fun stuff. No one's posting their credit card bill after that vacation to Bali. So don't let the highlight reel trick you into thinking everyone's living their best financial life. They've got bills too. You see your friend in Paris sipping wine by the Eiffel Tower, and you're thinking, why can't I do that? But what you don't see is the $10,000 of debt they racked up to make that trip happen. We live in a world of instant gratification, where everyone seems to be living their best lives online. Social media platforms are filled with images of perfect moments, making it hard to resist the urge to keep up. But here's the kicker. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. What you see is a carefully curated version of someone's life, not the full picture. Behind those perfect posts are real people with real struggles. People rarely post about their financial struggles, their credit card debt, or the sacrifices they make to maintain that image. The truth is, many are living beyond their means. They might be eating noodles for a week to afford that fancy vacation, or skipping essential expenses to buy the latest gadget. The reality behind the scenes is often far less glamorous. Don't let the curated lives of others dictate your spending habits. Take a step back and evaluate what's truly important to you. Remember, financial stability and peace of mind are far more valuable than fleeting moments of envy. You have the power to make choices that align with your own financial goals, not the perceived expectations of others. Focus on building a life that brings you genuine happiness and security, rather than chasing after an illusion. Moving on, don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, especially when bombarded with images of their seemingly perfect lives. But let's get real for a moment. How many times have you seen someone on social media flaunting their latest purchases, only to find out later they're drowning in debt? The truth is, you never know the full story behind someone's financial situation. So instead of comparing yourself, focus on your own journey. Celebrate your own financial wins, no matter how small. Remember, true wealth isn't measured by the number of likes on a post, but by the financial security and peace of mind you cultivate in your own life. Next, stop keeping up with the Joneses. Remember the Joneses, that mythical family we're always trying to keep up with? Well, guess what? They're probably just as caught up in the FOMO cycle as you are. They might have the fancy car and the designer handbags, but they're also likely up to their eyeballs in debt. It's a vicious cycle of trying to impress others, all while sacrificing our own financial well-being. Here's a reality check. True friends don't care about your material possessions. They care about you. They'd rather spend quality time with you, even if it means grabbing a coffee instead of cocktails at a fancy bar. So ditch the pressure of keeping up with the Joneses and focus on building genuine connections. Next up, set financial goals. One of the best ways to combat financial FOMO is to have a clear vision of your own financial aspirations. What are your goals? Do you want to buy a house? Pay off debt? Retire early? Once you have a clear understanding of what you're working towards, you can start making financial decisions that align with those goals. Having specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals provides a sense of purpose and direction. When you're working towards something meaningful, the allure of keeping up with the Joneses fades into the background. Remember, your financial journey is unique to you. Don't let the noise of others' spending habits drown out your own aspirations. Next, have a budget. I know the dreaded B word. Now, I'm not saying you should live like a monk. You should budget for fun. The trick is to plan it. Maybe you set aside $100 a month for a night out, a new pair of shoes, or whatever you enjoy. This way, when you spend, it's guilt-free because you planned for it. You don't have to feel bad when you've set the money aside specifically for that purpose. Look, budgeting doesn't mean no fun. It just means fun with a plan. And trust me, it feels way better spending money you actually have, instead of swiping your card and hoping for the best. There are tons of budgeting apps and methods out there, so find one that works for you and stick with it. The key is to be realistic and honest with yourself about your spending habits. Remember, a budget is a living document, so don't be afraid to adjust it as your needs and circumstances change. Next, learn to say no. Learning to say no to social engagements or purchases that don't align with your financial goals is crucial. You don't have to say yes to every brunch, trip, or night out. It's okay to politely decline an invitation to an expensive restaurant or skip that weekend trip if it's going to put a strain on your finances. Remember, your true friends will understand. And here's a secret. You don't owe anyone an explanation. A simple, "That doesn't work for me right now," or "I'll have to pass this time," is perfectly sufficient. Don't feel pressured to over-explain or make excuses. Your finances are your own business, and you have the right to make choices that prioritize your financial well-being. Next, appreciate what you have. In a world obsessed with material possessions, it's easy to lose sight of the things that truly matter. We often get caught up in the race to acquire more, thinking that happiness lies in the next purchase or the next upgrade. But true contentment comes from within. Take some time to appreciate the good things in your life, your health, your relationships, your experiences. These are the things that bring genuine joy and fulfillment. Notice the small moments that make life beautiful, like a shared laugh with a friend or a peaceful walk in the park. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to FOMO. When you focus on the abundance in your life, the desire to keep up with others diminishes. Instead of comparing yourself to others, celebrate your own journey and the unique path you're on. Recognize the blessings that are already present in your life. Remember, happiness isn't found in the pursuit of more stuff. It's a conscious choice to find joy in the present moment. It's about being present and fully engaged in whatever you're doing, whether it's enjoying a cup of coffee or spending time with loved ones. Practice gratitude by keeping a journal, meditating, or simply reflecting on the things you're grateful for each day. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning or evening. This simple practice can shift your mindset and help you see the positive aspects of your life more clearly. The more you appreciate what you have, the less you'll feel the need to chase after what you don't. Embrace the present, cherish your relationships, and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. By doing so, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and peace. Next, let's be real. If you're always hanging around with people who spend like there's no tomorrow, it's going to rub off on you. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share your values can make a world of difference. Seek out friends and family members who are also committed to mindful spending and financial well-being. You can share tips, support each other through temptations, and celebrate your collective successes. If you're struggling to find support in your immediate circle, consider joining online communities or forums dedicated to personal finance. There are countless resources available to help you stay motivated and accountable on your financial journey. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Next, practice delayed gratification. I know it sounds boring, but it works. When you feel that urge to spend, just pause. Give yourself 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow, maybe it's worth buying. But half the time, after you've slept on it, you realize you don't really need that thing. It's all about taking control. Spending should be a choice, not a reaction to what someone else is doing. Next, celebrate your wins, big or small. They matter. Every step you take towards financial freedom is a reason to celebrate. Did you stick to your budget this month? Pay off a credit card? Resist the urge to splurge on something you didn't need? Give yourself a pat on the back. Celebrating your wins, no matter how small, reinforces positive financial behaviors and keeps you motivated. Treat yourself to something you enjoy, within your budget, of course. Remember, Financial freedom is a journey, not a destination, so enjoy the ride and celebrate every milestone along the way. Financial FOMO is real, but you don't have to give in. Remember, focus on your goals, don't get tricked by the highlight reel, budget for fun, find friends who get it, and learn to pause before you buy. Your bank account will thank you later. All right, that's it from me. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments how you handle financial FOMO. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.